Hello everybody, so welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be looking at how to add dynamics into your West Coast swing as a leader or as a follower. So I'm excited to help you on your journey. Let's go. So our first tip in your dynamics in your West Coast swing. What I mean by dynamics as well is having nice variation in your dancing. So the first thing is, if you find yourself doing the same pattern twice in a row, you can still modify the pattern. When you realize, I'm doing another right side pass, you can still, for example, modify the ending of it as you're in the middle of it. You might decide to do this. So if I borrow my amazing assistant, who's coming here as we speak. Thank you very much. So we're going to do a right side pass. Imagine I'm dancing with my partner. We're freestyling, enjoying the music. And then, this is really good. Then I'm dancing. Oh no, I'm doing another right side pass. Okay. So now I have to change something here in my right side pass. For example, I might add a turn here at the end. 5 and 6. And then 7, stretch, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So really something different. Or I could do, for example, I'm doing a right side pass again. I could do another turn, but this time I have the hand over my head. And so people won't know that you've run out of ideas, but you're just modifying the end of the pattern. So we can have you turning yourself. You might want to do your footwork a bit differently next time. So 2, 3, and 4. You think, I've done another right side pass. Okay, I'm going to go check and cross and then go into my next pattern. So you can make it look different each time. I could swap hands, or I could even, I'll show you first the swap of hands, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to swap hands. At least that looks different. Or we can even hold it. That's nothing else I like doing. So I'm doing my right side pass, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I might hold it with my partner, and then I might start, okay, let's groove to the music now. This is already different from my previous right side pass. This could be for any of your patterns, left side pass, sugar push, and so on. That's how we can start to make it look different. And same for our followers. If I'm doing loads of right side passes as a follower, you're always going to anchor like this. You could play around and change it. So imagine I'm following here a right side pass. Yes, so we're doing a right side pass and a 1 and a 2, 3, and 4. Normally we go our 5 and 6. What can we? So imagine I lead another right side pass. Maybe Ha could do something for us and do something else. 2, 3, and 4. She just did something different in the middle of it. Yes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. 5 and 6 and a 1 and a 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Nice with the ronde there as well. So it's changing each time. So imagine, as Ha did there, very nice. So you could do something in the middle or at the end differently. I might do and a 1 and a 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and a 1, 2, for example. It doesn't just have to be right side passes, it could be any of our patterns. And it just helps to make it more fun now, because now it's like a challenge. I'm going to I have to change something in this pattern to make it different. So that's one way we can add dynamics in our dancing. Another way we can do it as well is being in a different position. Instead of being in our classic open position, we can maybe go into more closed positions as well, especially when the energy of the music is going a bit lower. So imagine I might be doing a right side pass, 2, 3. I might invite my partner to go into a closed position, and now it's already looking different, the dance, and we can stay in this closed position. We can either groove to the music, or if it's like a song which now the beat has stopped, we might want to go more gooey, have our magnets. So whichever body part have connection with it, the follower is going down against it, I'm going up against it, and we can start creating things together. Or one of my favorite ones is we might have, for example, here our magnet. I might put my arm and come around through. And it's starting to make the dance look different. But be warned, because we don't want to be for too long in this sort of contact improvisation mode, because then it stops being West Coast swing and it starts to become more contact improvisation. So just as an ingredient we can add. So we're here, we're playing to the music. I'm going to add this here, keeping our magnets with my follower. And then sometimes you want to wait and see what's my follower going to do, and you get ideas. And then we will come back into our open position, we move away. So leaders, a good tip for you as well. Imagine we're doing lots of things. I've come around here. Sometimes we come around and go straight to lead our partner. You could consider, we're here, I might be coming up and round, I've done a turn, I could consider doing some walks here to have a time to then set our partner away. So that's something else to consider in those dynamics in your dance. So another thing we can do is a right side pass with a cut off. That gets us to a closed position, and it's kind of like facing out towards, maybe for the competition, towards our judges. So we're going to stretch our partner, of course, at the beginning. Then we're going to go 1, 2, catching roughly on 2 hand, and then developing the connection. And now we're posing each other. Then I can transfer towards it. We can transfer towards each other and then come back. Transfer towards each other and come back. Or I can go the same way as my follower. And then we can also have like these magnet moments where I might put the hand against the chest, and then there's now a magnet moment here. And then we can see how what's going to happen here? Maybe I could come down and through this gap here and then come up as the follower keeps the magnet. For example, I might invite my follower as well to do those type of moves. So that's another dynamic in your dancing. We're now in a closed position, and it adds a different look to the dance instead of always being open when we dance. So that's one thing we can do. Also from an outside turn, 1, 2, we stop our follower and then develop the weight. Again, and then from here we have a nice closed position. We can play dynamics. I can go the same way as my follower. Here we can and then go in for that magnet moment here, and then again I've got this gap I can go in through, or the follower might want to go in through the gap as well, and so on. Or a lot of people will rotate out this way. We can go through here, keeping that magnet there. Yeah, adds nice dynamics to the dancing. Lovely. So that's another way we can think about it. So thinking about where our positions are. If it's going to be a closed position here, or a really closed position here, we can be closed. Sometimes we can be super closed, and then we can walk together like this. That's a really closed position. We can be a bit more sort of slightly more open, and then we have our open position here. Great. And now another thing we can think about as well is starting patterns from a different angle, which I really enjoy as well for our followers as well, or our leaders. So imagine I'm doing any pattern, I have to think I can't I can't do it the same position on both patterns when I start them. So if we have our stretch, and I go and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to start this facing this way and stretch to lead my partner from here. Now my next one, I can't be in the same position. Okay, so I'm going to go maybe facing here. I'm now facing, so before I was facing here, and now I'm facing here. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Or now I'm facing that way, but the hand's behind me. So instead of being here, now my hand's behind me, which forces me to maybe make a new move, and maybe I'm going to have to turn around to add a nice move. It looks like, wow, you've just done something new, but it's just me having to improvise in the moment. So we can think about starting from different angles. So this is our classic start here. We can open it here, or any of these within the 360 degrees. We can start from there. This is quite fun when you start the hand behind you. Same for our followers as well. So we might do sugar push, and a 1, and a 2, 3, and a 4. So they might want to start in our classic angle. Very nice. And then imagine I've just started the classic angle. I'm now going into another sugar push, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to be closed here, maybe, and then open up here. Great. And now my partner stretches me, and I can still give them that stretch by being here. And then start, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe I want to stay in this position now as I stretch away, and then I might have to bring the foot around. So we're playing now at different angles. Make sure you keep that connection with your partner. So that's another one of our ways you can play with dynamics. Another thing you could think about as well is that if you're doing, for example, a sugar push, you might want to think the next level now is to think, okay, I'm not going to do another blocking pattern in a row. So 1, 2, 3, and a 4. I've done a sugar push. So now I'm not doing another sugar push, so I'm going to have to do something else. So let's do one which is a traveling tuck, which is a lot more interesting movement of energy. Instead of the follower coming to me and then coming back, it's now moving it. I'm going to show you from this way around. The follower is now moving to one way and then back the other way. So I'll show you from here. So the follower's going one way, so they're going and 1, 2, they're going out this way and then coming back this way. It's a much more interesting move than just going 1, 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. Much more interesting. So we can think about that, leaders, as well. But of course, we want to also, don't be overthinking too much in our dancing, but these are just some tools that you could use. So thinking about what's the flow of my follower? Maybe a turning pass is more interesting as well. So if I do a right side pass and a 1, 2, 3 and a 4. Now I'm thinking, okay, maybe a turning pass could be more interesting here, the flow of the follower. And then the energy is coming around. I could continue the energy around this way as well as I turn. So we're thinking about, oh yes, okay, we're making these energy flows more interesting. And so I hope that was useful for you. Do let me know in the comments below which tips you found most helpful, and if you have any of your own ones as well. It's always nice to hear from people and have a community of people helping each other. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below and on that bell icon. And that will help you to get notified when videos are available. And if you enjoyed this video, then do feel free to give this a like. And in case you don't know, I'm Philippe de Barros, and I'm a West Coast swing and solo dance teacher, and I love helping people elevate their dancing. And I offer this through private lessons or group classes. I can help you online and in person. There are packs available as well, and we can even do like courses, mini courses in areas such as musicality or confidence or competitions or mindset. And so on, whether you're a leader or a follower. So if you're interested, then do contact me. And don't forget to enjoy your dancing and to let your style shine.